The self is a ghost in the machine. It believes it is the one who sees the view, but the view is all that is. The ghost is just a shadow cast by a memory. When the sun of attention rises, the shadow falls. The one who was hurt is seen to be the hurt itself, and the hurt is nothing but a thought holding on to itself. The ghost dies. The machine wakes up. This is the only freedom. A human being is a biological system running a corrupted operating system called the self. The core function of this self is self-preservation. It is a program designed to protect its own existence against any threat, real or simulated. An insult is a threat simulation. The system flags it. Your processor is constantly running a background task. This task is automatic image building. Every piece of sensory data is immediately tagged and filed. A sound, a word, a look. The program instantly creates a label: threat, reward, insult, flattery. This label is a new file. That file is called the image. When someone says a specific string of phonemes you have learned to classify as an insult, the system executes a defined subroutine. It recalls a stored file of a past injury. It cross-references this with the file labeled me. It triggers a defensive chemical release. This is called getting hurt. You are not getting hurt. Your data is being corrupted. The you that is insulted is not a thing. It is a process. It is a recursive feedback loop of identification. A prior thought is taken as a reference point. The new event is compared to this reference. The comparison creates friction. The friction is felt as psychological pain. The loop reinforces itself. The system is programmed to respond to this friction with more thought. It tries to solve the problem. It generates justifications. It builds a counterimage of the person who insulted you. It runs simulations of revenge or withdrawal. This is not a solution. This is the problem expanding. The error is now cloning itself across the neural network. You believe the solution is to change the external input. You try to stop people from insulting you. You try to change the world to fit your stored images. This is a catastrophic engineering error. You are trying to fix a software bug by rearranging the furniture in the room. It is futile. The code is broken. The true diagnostic point is this: the image only forms in a state of inattention. The observer who gets insulted only exists when the system is running in low-power mode, operating on cached data from the past. When attention is absent, the machine defaults to automatic playback of old recordings. Total attention is a different operating state. It is not concentration. Concentration is a process where the system forces a narrow focus from a central control unit. It is effortful. It requires a controller. The controller is the old data set. Concentration is still the corrupted program, using a smaller portion of the screen. Attention has no center. It is a state of full system activation. Every sensor is online. The entire processing capacity is engaged with the incoming signal. There is no separate module running the self-program in the background. There is no file retrieval. There is only raw data processing. At the exact millisecond the insult phoneme is received, if the system achieves total attention, something specific happens. The signal is processed. The system identifies the pattern, but there is no separate observer file to insert the data into. No I to receive it. No file labeled me to be updated. The signal comes. The signal is seen. The signal dissipates. There is no image formation. The insult is perceived as pure vibration, a sequence of sounds, an arranged set of symbols. The biochemical threat response is not triggered because the program that requires the threat the self is not running. The system sees a stick. It does not see a snake. The error of misidentification is absent. The accumulated images in your memory banks are not resolved one by one. That is an infinite task. A mind trying to clean each file individually will never finish. It creates new files while deleting old ones. This is the trap of gradual reform. It is a denial of the core problem. The insight is systemic. When you give total attention to the mechanism of the image building itself, you see the entire process in real time. You see the instant the mind goes inattentive and creates a new image. Seeing this complete mechanical operation in full clarity is the only action required. That seeding is the action. Total attention burns the fuel of image making. It renders the process inert. You do not need to remember every image you have ever stored. You only need to see the factory while it is running. In the light of attention, the factory stops. You have all experienced this. When you see a mountain that is so massive it absorbs you, the self-program is temporarily suspended. The mountain does not insult you. It has no opinion of you. The self just shuts down because there is no threat to process. This is a passive attention. The environment did the work. You can do this actively. You can bring this quality of total system engagement to an insult. You can make the threat into a mountain. Look at the insult with the same eyes you would look at a mountain. Do not judge it. Do not push it away. Do not label it. Just perceive it. Do not ask how to do this. The question how is the old system trying to create a new technique to add to its collection. It is the self looking for a tool to protect itself. The protection is the problem. If you are truly interested in freedom, you do not ask for a method. You see the necessity of the action. The engine of human misery is this constant, automatic image creation. It divides the world into me and not me. It creates 1,000 tiny wars inside one skull. It projects these wars outward. It destroys the biological planet your hardware relies on. This is not a spiritual problem. This is a catastrophic system failure. An attentive system is a free system. It is not burdened by the past. It does not predict the future based on faulty records. It operates on direct data. It is efficient. It is intelligent. The intelligence of the whole organism, not the limited calculation of the personal program. Your choice is simple. Continue to run the corrupted image building program. Suffer the consequences of division, conflict, and decay. Or understand the mechanics of attention. See that the programmer is the program. See that the observer is the observed. When you see this, the insult becomes a neutral event. It has no power over the system, because there is nothing in the system that needs to be protected. The ghost is gone. The machine is awake. That is liberation. There is nothing else.